Hello students, after completing continuity, let us move on to the next topic, which is derivative, and this topic is very important. Before getting started, I want to clear one thing, that students, you cannot leave this chapter or you cannot skip this chapter, because your next 5 chapters, application of derivatives, integrals, definite integrals, application of integrals, and differential equations, these 5 chapters are completely dependent on this chapter. If you skip this chapter, you cannot do next 5 chapters as well. So please be sincere and focused toward this topic. And one more thing, if you haven't done your previous work, matrices or determinants, don't panic, because this chapter is not dependent on those topics. So you can start doing your syllabus from now without wasting any time. Let us start this chapter. What is the meaning of derivative? Derivative, I can say, derivative at a point is equal to slope of tangent at that point. This is the basic definition of derivative. What is derivative? Derivative of a curve at any point is equal to slope of tangent at that point. Now, what is slope of tangent? What is slope of tangent? You have already done this, that is tan theta, which is equal to dy by dx, right? What is slope of tangent? It is dy by dx. This dy by dx is the derivative of y with respect to x. This dy by dx is the derivative of y with respect to x. Now we can say that derivative at a point is the rate of change of the dependent variable with the change in the independent variable. Now what does this mean? If you have y equal to sin x, then you know that this y depends on this x. So y in this case is dependent variable, because it is dependent on x, and x is our independent variable. So when you write dy by dx, it is the derivative of y with respect to x. This means when we change x, what will be its effect on y? If the derivative comes out to be positive, if derivative is positive, that means, this means two cases can be possible. Y increases as x increases. As x increases, y also increases, or y decreases as x decreases. As x decreases, y decreases. Or in the second case, derivative is negative. This implies two cases again: y increases as x decreases. As x decreases, y increases, or y decreases as x increases. This means in the negative case, behavior is opposite, one is increasing, other one is decreasing, and in case the derivative is positive, behavior is similar, either both increases or both decreases. In physics, you have learned that derivative of x with respect to t is called the velocity. This means this x is the position of an object or t is the time. This means that as time changes, position of an object also changes. When we study the rate of change of position with the rate of change of time, the rate of change of position with the change in time, whether time increases or decreases, how the position changes of an object, this is our velocity. So this is also the same concept of derivative concept. Clear? By definition, what is the method of finding the derivative? If I have y equal to f of x, then I will denote f dash x as the derivative of f with respect to x. This dash describes that it is the derivative. F dash x. Dash means derivative of f. It is equal to limit. This is the basic definition. Limit h approaches to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. If this is with respect to x, that is for all x. If in particular, if we need to find the derivative at a point at x equal to c, then what will be the change? It will become f dash c equal to limit h tending to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c over h. Clear? Let us try one question. Y equal to x square, or you can say f of x. Then what will be f dash x? It will be limit h approaches to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x over h. It will be limit h approaches to 0. F of x plus h means just replace x with x plus h in the function. That is, it is x plus h whole square minus f of x is x square over h. After solving, we get a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab minus x square over h. X square cancel. Limit h approaches to 0. H comes out to be common here. H plus 2x over h. H cancel. Put the value of h is 0. 0 plus 2x. The answer will be 2x. This is the derivative of x square. You will learn some rules regarding the evaluation of derivatives. The first rule is, if you need to find the derivative of sum of two functions, then it will be equal to the sum of their derivatives. That is, derivative of sum of two functions is equal to the sum of their derivatives. You can individually find the sum, you can individually find the derivative and then add them. Similar in case of subtraction. du by dx minus dv by dx. Third rule, in case of multiplication, this is very important, which function you take first or which second, because here it is positive sign, so it doesn't matter if this term comes first and this term comes later. But in case of division, it is negative sign here, so it matters a lot. Now one very important theorem which says that every differentiable function is continuous. What does this theorem say? It says every differentiable function is continuous, but converse is not true. Every differentiable function is continuous, but every continuous function is not differentiable. If you check the differentiability of one function, then from that you can easily say that the same function is continuous because of this theorem. But if you check continuity, then you cannot say that this function is also differentiable. Right? Now write down some formulae which help you to find the derivative. Okay, one thing, write quotient rule here. This rule is also named as quotient rule. Quotient rule, product rule and quotient rule. Now first formula is, what is the derivative of x to the power 9? X power 9. It will be n x n minus 1. This is the formula for x to the power some constant equal to constant multiply x to the power n minus 1. Example, take f equal to x to the power 1 by 2, that is under root x. Then what will be the derivative? It will be 1 by 2 into x 1 by 2 minus 1, which is 1 by 2 x to the power 1 minus 2. 1 by 2 x to the power minus 1 by 2. Now power is negative, that means it will lie in the denominator part. So also remember this value because you will use this derivative many times. What is the derivative of root x? It will be 1 over 2 root x. Second formula is derivative of sin x. What is the derivative of sin x? It is cos x. Third formula, derivative of cos x. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Fourth formula, derivative of tan x. Derivative of tan x is secant square x. Fifth, derivative of cot x. It is cosecant minus cosecant square x. Sixth, derivative of secant x. It is secant x tan x multiplied. Seventh formula, derivative of cosecant x. It is minus cosecant x cot x. You can learn that derivative of sin is cos, cos the derivative minus sin. Tan derivative secant square x, cot derivative minus cosecant square x. These two are related, these two are related, and these two are also related. What is the derivative of secant x? It is secant x tan x, and the derivative of cosecant x is minus cosecant x cot x. Now try one question from the exercise. Let us start question number 4th. Y equal to secant of tan root x. Now what is the derivative of dy by dx? Now first find the derivative of secant x. You can write ddx of secant of tan root x. Now what is the derivative of secant x? It is secant x tan x. So you can write secant x tan x. Now what is x? X is tan of root x. In this case, x is this whole angle, which is tan root x, tan root x. This is the derivative of this secant x. You have find the derivative of this secant x, but you are pending with the derivative of this. So you multiply derivative of the pending, that is tan of root x. These two terms are simple terms, so write down as it is. Now what is the derivative of tan? Tan derivative is secant square x. So you can write secant square x. What is x? X, here it is root x. You have find the derivative of this tan x and you are pending with the derivative of root x. So multiply derivative into root x. Now what is the derivative of root x? I have already told you that if f is root x, the derivative of f is 1 over 2 root x. You can do these calculations here. I am going to write it directly. Now this is the answer. In a similar manner, you can solve the rest of the questions. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask your doubt in the comment section. Thank you.